I don't know. They always saying something to me. You need to talk to the Lord.
That's right.
And talk to them. They'll tell you.
Yes.
They'll tell you about yourself.
Yes.
They will tell you. Will you listen?
Will you listen?
They might be the one that help you bear God's image.
Amen.
They might just be the one that help you bear God's image.
Amen.
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 Amen. I was a barber for plenty of years. I had to listen to the customers. When I began to listen to the customers sometimes, even though I didn't want to hear what they had to say, I got better.
Got better.
I got better. I had to tell one of them, I said, you know what? He was pretty picky. He was real picky. He was very picky. Brother Rick, I told him one day, I said, Lord, how can I tell? He just getting on my woo. He was woo. And I said, Lord, I said, I want to tell him so bad. Well, can I see the mirror again? Man, I went all out my way to make sure this thing is right. And you told me, can you see it again? You want to hold it again? Give me that mirror. But I said, Lord, show me how to tell him.
Yes.
And I said it with grace one day. I said, you know what? I said, you are a very particular person. You are very particular. And I said, you know what? I used to didn't like seeing you come. I said, man, and I was smiling, I was joyful because I had overcame. I said, man, I used to see you come, I used to be like, man, I see you on the appointment, but oh God. But that particular day, I said, you know what? You're a very peculiar person. You're a very particular person. I said, you know, I used to didn't like to see you come. I said, but I thank God for you.
Amen. Because
He made me better.
Yes, He did.
He made me better.
Yes.
My aim was to be so consistent, so faithful, that when I gave you that mirror, you couldn't find nothing. You couldn't find nothing. Everything that you said last time, I put it at the top of the list. And then you helped me overcome. You helped me get better. So the person giving you the hardest time is going to help you get better. They're going to help you grow. They're going to help you grow. Because one day you're going to realize that didn't ruffle your feathers like it used to. It didn't bother you no more. Amen. You was in there like the Matrix. You ducked. Got a little Mayweather in you. Because the Lord has showed you. Amen. Why keep sitting there taking the hits? Amen. Be wise. Be watchful. Get your joy up. You already know what's going to happen when you go in there. You got to deal with the wind in your house. You know what time it is. Get yourself ready. That's why you come in here. So you come here, you mad during the whole service. You down during the whole service. You thinking about home during the whole service. And then you go home and you ain't ready. Your fault.
Your fault.
You supposed to come here and get your image together. It's trying to get the image together. I'm coming here to clean up my image. Amen. The commercial got it wrong. Maybe it's Maybelline. No, maybe it's sin. Maybelline won't fix everything. My wife said Mac won't fix everything. Amen. Some of this stuff that they have, that's a type of makeup, Brother Frank. I ain't know what we ain't supposed to know. We ain't supposed to know. Real man ain't supposed to know that. We can know about Maybelline and Revlon and all that. But Mac, that's a whole nother level. You gotta be in Hudson Belt somewhere for that. But some of these things is gonna fix that image on the outside, but what about that image on the inside? What about that heart? What about that mind? What about that soul? Amen. That's what's supposed to reflect the image. Amen. That's what He wants, the heart, the mind, and the soul. Amen. Amen. So you want to reflect God's image. You can't reflect God's image. Amen. If you're living in the flesh, you're focusing more on the outside. The outside look good, but the inside look a mess. Amen. So we got to watch how we handle God's people.